I love making something out of nothing. I'm not trained, but I am brave and determined. Of course, I could hire a professional, but DIY first. The pole.
See the leaf sticking out.
Right here? Oh, so that's not out as far as I thought. Well, what if I don't make it L-shaped? What if I just go just like this, bring it out to here? Wonder what that would look like. Just do it straight across. What you think about that?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Just,
because it's rounded off.
well, no, I'm saying like, don't make it L-shaped. Just pull this out further and just.
Where is it?
Where my foot is.
Watch your foot.
So just,
Okay.
just take it. So like.
Straight across there.
Yeah, so this patch would be expanded out in line.
Oh,
So just line this up, just
so-
so like this, like here.
all the way out right here.
And to the fence, all the way across.
So it'll just be that little bit.
Yeah,
That's perfect.
and then that way it'll be a straight line and it won't be L-shaped. So you can do that side like you normally do, and it'll come out to here.
So basically come from
Just bring it,
all the way.
well, all the way.
How far? Oh, to the here?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
or maybe even to the edge of the wall, the garage wall.
Oh, way back here?
Maybe
You gonna expand this too? What makes sense?
with that
Just block all this off. Cause that'll give us more room to farm too.
block.
So from here, all the way down there and to the gate. That's plenty room. We can raise all kind of stuff.
It is February 27th, I believe, end of February. And this is the first day where it's like 70 degrees. So I'm considering that it's spring, or it's, winter is reaching out her hand to spring right now. And so I had just like a weird experience just now because we haven't gotten any leaves up. We're going to do some of that today, but I walked across these leaves that we have here in the grass. And there are spiders everywhere. Like they're like these little tiny spiders that came up. And so I think I saw a video of a guy talking about spiders that like live in the ground. And I don't know what kind of spiders these are, but that was a little creepy, a little weird, like ew. But anyway, don't mind Purdy over there. If you hear a bell ringing in some of my videos, it's Purdy. She has a bell on her collar. So anyway, I started some seeds I started some seeds indoors, and I am to the point now where I'm trying to harden them. So if I understand correctly, I'm supposed to harden them outside for at least a week before I actually transplant them. And some of the seeds I did start late, like later than I was supposed to. So I don't know when I'll actually transplant the stuff, but I'm gonna go ahead and start letting them be out in the sun for several hours starting today and tomorrow. And then it's supposed to rain for several days, so I'll probably put them on the patio where they'll be protected from the wind and stuff. So that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. But what I'm doing today, I don't really feel like a lot of manual labor today. But what I am going to do today is some planning. So we are planning a pretty significant expansion of the garden. And so I kind of mapped out like how far out and how far over I want to take it. And I'm just going to use this whole area here. And so what I'm going to do right now is get some measurements, and then I can kind of map out where I want the different things to go and how to plant them, and then that will kind of dictate what I need to do as I'm actually prepping the land for the plants. So I'm going to reuse the bucket racks that I made before, but I'm going to relocate them. I'm going to relocate them to an area that gets more sun, because the fence I have is on the south side of the property, so that casts a shadow for a good amount of the day. So anything against the fence needs to be okay with shade, or at least partial shade. And you know, some of the things that I had in the buckets last year, I don't think got enough sun. So I'm gonna bring them forward in the plan, and then do some other things along the fence line. So anyway, I'm gonna do some measurements so I can kind of draw it out and figure out like where to put what and how to process the land and everything. I don't think I'm gonna mess with the bench, because I did take the time last year to kind of try to level it out. So I don't think I'm gonna mess with it, but don't hold me to that. I might change my mind. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get some measurements, and then we'll do some planning. This is gonna be a big garden.
Yes, well, I'm telling you. I'm like, oh man, we finna.
Especially like this is be the line if I come out 12 feet. So that's
Yeah, all of
10,
that.
20, 30, 40, 50 by 12. Kills by contact. Other thing that I need to do or think about doing is possibly expanding this flower bed, but these are my black-eyed Susies, even though you can't see them right now because the leaves are in the way, but we're gonna get that up. But I'm thinking about putting blueberry bush, one on each side in a container. That's what I'm thinking. So, this recording, yeah. So I'm gonna take some measurements of that too, so I can kind of get a picture of what I'm dealing with that. Okay, that's about 16 and a half. Right now it's 16 and a half by 3. So let's see where 17. And that will leave, so if I'm going over here, I might need 1, 2 stepping stones. Keep walking through spider webs. About 5 feet. 5 feet. That's enough. That's good enough. All right, guys, it's day 2, and here's the garden area. I borrowed a tiller from my mom, and it hasn't been used in a long time, so I don't know if it works, but let me show you. We opened the fuel tank, so let me show you what we saw. Can you see that? I think that's rust So I'm going to take this toothbrush and see if I can clean it out. I don't know. I don't think this is good. But at least I'll try. And is this a filter? Okay, this looks like a filter. So maybe okay. But there's a hole in it. So that's probably not good. Oh, I don't know. This is supposed to be. That can't be good. Let me put that back in. And see if I can clean around the edge. Corey and I talked about it and we decided that if it doesn't work, we'll just have to call our lawnmower repair guy and see if he can fix it. Not good that this filter is compromised. This whole side panel here has come off. But the filter itself was catching something. So, I don't know. That's a part of it. A part of what came off. So that probably means the rest of it is in there. And there is fuel in there. So, I'm not quite sure what to do. Now this part is falling apart. Oh no. This is not good. Not good. Fuel level. Yeah, this thing is just crumbling. The more I try to clean it, it's just falling apart. I don't know. Do we try it? It almost looks like it's been burned. Maybe it's because it's been sitting unused. It's been sitting in a storage shed for a long time, unused. It's been at least a few years. I don't know. I'm just gonna put this back in there because I don't know what else to do with it. So we're gonna give it a try. We're gonna see if we can get it started and see if it will work. But one thing I know I need to do is demo everything that I did before. So I'm gonna go ahead and empty the raised beds, the container beds, because stray cats have been using it as a litter box. So all of that soil is getting discarded. I may even throw away the bins themselves because they are starting to break anyway. So they really need to be replaced. So I think it's probably easier to just throw the whole thing away. So I'm gonna move everything onto the basketball court area so that whenever we do start with the tiller, assuming we can get it to work, we can just go straight across the whole area, because it's going to be about 50 by 12, so that's about 600 square feet of garden. So I'm going to start demo. Okay, I don't know how the lighting is on here, and if you hear some knocking, there's a woodpecker up in the tree. But basically, where you're standing, where everything you see behind me is going to be garden. We got a little technical difficulty with the tiller. It wouldn't start, so we got our repair guy that's gonna come and get it on Tuesday and see if he can get it fixed. And we got about we got several days of rain coming up starting tomorrow, I think. So it's gonna be a little while before we can actually get out here, so that gives him time to fix whatever needs to be fixed with it. But yeah, all of this along the fence line here, all of that is gonna be the garden. And if that goes well, shoot, we may expand it all the way out to the other fence line. We'll see. We'll just see how this year goes. But this is a significant expansion. So I think I kind of ran some things through chat to try to get a good idea of like how to position everything to get the best result. Also some tips about irrigation and stuff. So I think I'll take next couple of days while we're waiting on the tiller to get fixed to come up with a solid plan and like where I want everything to go within this 600 square foot garden. Can you believe that? In the city. So anyway, y'all stay tuned for the next step.